Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Life After Lockup, Season 5, Episode 49. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. Zariah and Troy. So now Troy done told the cameraman and everybody else that his daughter isn't going to be there, and he's steady walking. So he walks to the parking lot, and here come Dragon Ball Z. Gonna come and get behind him and then sit in the car and then say, "Don't look at me." Baby, when I tell you that would have been an easy ask. When I tell you, I would have been like, all right. So she gonna go and sit in the car. Now, the reason why I feel like she went to sit in that car is so that he couldn't leave. She is just despicable. Just despicable. So then she jumps out the car talking about, stop, it's community day. It's our anniversary. Girl, we don't give a damn. I don't care nothing about no community day. His daughter was left on the outside. I don't care what was going on. That's all you keep mentioning. Instead of you saying, you know what, I am so sorry. We got to call and see if maybe they haven't left yet or something. No, you talking about a dang on community day. Girl, we don't care. So now that she's gotten her desired result and everything is good and enough time has passed so she knows that baby is on the train, she's talking about, I was just upset that you were texting other women. Girl, give it a rest. You know that man wasn't texting no other woman right in front of you. Let's be very for real. So then she apologizes for being mean to him on his first community day. Let me tell you something. If I hear community day one more time, I'm going to lose my mind. We could have easily played a drinking game with as many times as Zariah said community day. I'm like, girl, please stop saying that. The only time that you can be calm is when you know that his baby is not going to be around and you ain't fooling me. Girl, go to community day hell, okay? Expeditiously. You know what you're doing and you ain't fooling me. Moving forward. Now, I have to say this. I don't like neither one of y'all. At first, Troy, I kind of thought you were a victim, okay? I did. But I really don't like either one of you. Troy, you just as whack. Sitting here talking about, you my wife, and at the end of the day, we married. Duh. We know. Two buffoons. Only worried about an anniversary and a damn community day. So they go pass out these cold hamburgers or whatever. They passing out the food to the 12 people that's in the line, and they're trying to scam them for that grant money. Then they're going to have enough nerve to call it Project Heal. Heal? Okay. That is laughable. He says, I got to reach out to my child's mother, and I'm kind of anxious because I don't want any more drama. Sir, the drama is sitting next to you, Kim and Joey. So this is another silly goose. Joey came traipsing in at 1 a.m. with a test that he bought, ready to take it. No, sir. You could have done some kind of special trick to get a clean reading. I don't know. Either that or now it's out of your system. Nope. I would not take a test coming out of your hands. So he goes in and he takes another one. Now, to be honest, I really don't care about Kim's story because Kim is all on the TikTok bragging about them still being together. But you're on TV giving all these speeches like your mother of the year. He might put his foot on the gas and I don't want to be in that car. I've come too far now to turn back. Kim, shut up. Okay, just shut up because you do not care about anybody but Joey. That's it. You were acting like you were willing to get him out for the sake of your kids. Girl, you don't care nothing about it. You want Humpty Dumpty by any means necessary. Justine and Michael. So they're going to another appointment. Justine, those people braided your brain, girl. Them damn braids so tight. I was like, oh, Lord. I was not a fan of them braids. Oh, them braids look tight. And then they were sitting up in the back a little bit. I said, oh, child, absolutely not. Now, that's neither here nor there. That's just a side note. So the doctor is doing the ultrasound and tells her that the baby is measuring behind. So they want her to go ahead and deliver. They want her to go ahead and do it as early as Monday because the baby is measuring at 7%. And because of this, the baby could be stillborn. Now, she's 38 weeks, so it's not like she's that far out. It would only be 2 weeks early. So she wants to go ahead and do it now. Justine starts crying because she's feeling overwhelmed. She's feeling scared. The doctor told her, back-to-back babies doesn't give the uterus time to heal. Now, she does tell her that she wants her tubes out. As soon as I'm done having this baby, take the tubes out. Okay. And as I was just watching this, I'm just like, these two really piss me off because y'all act like y'all are so oblivious. There was no reason for y'all to even put yourself in this position. This was a choice. This was really a choice. Teeny and Rob. So baby, Rob done invited his mama over to the house and Teeny don't know. She's at her paralegal job paralegaling. Now she's checking the cameras to see what all's going on while she's at work. I said, baby, those cameras going to be checked no matter what. You hear me? So at home, they're talking about how she's doing at her job. Rob is there with the kids. And then his weird mama shows up, acting like she's going to see an ex. In the confessional talking about, he just kept on calling and texting, saying, please come. So, at least he trying. I was just listening to her like, what? Okay, Cardi B. I like texts from my exes when they want a second chance. Girl, gone. Girl, gone. This is your son. Your son said, mama, I'm sorry. I miss you. I want to see you. Talking about this man like he's somebody that you used to be with long time ago. That was crazy. That is your son. He's already been locked up. Girl, if you don't go see that man. But baby, when Teeny saw that mama on that camera, baby, she was ready to clock out. I said, oh, honey, don't lose the job. You were about to lose your job. I said, oh, child, please don't lose the job. Moving forward. Rob, I ain't seen you back out at that job since Teeny got hers. Let me find out y'all tagging each other in and out. Melissa and Louie. Now, normally I skip them and I haven't talked about them all season, but I just have to say this. Girl, you and this hater in this dancery playing Scooby-Doo in the gang, trying to figure out where he got the damn ring from. Girl, leave Velma behind next time. She is a hater. The man worked hard. He got 4 jobs. The ring that you wanted is the ring that he got. $24,000 worth of ring. Now, because they didn't put the stamp of approval on it or whatever it is that they were supposed to put on it, does not mean that he stole it. And you're all on camera after the man was arrested for robbery talking about, well, where did you get this from? Making it seem like he stole it. If you don't trust him, then maybe you need to spend a little time down there with Joey. And Joey, where is that damn dirt bike? Kim and Joey. Baby, she spent 5 minutes with Joey and see how she like that. Trying to make Louie seem like he stole that ring. Girl, bye. So anywho, he comes home and he passes the test. And she's trying to figure out, how did you do that? She said, I got on Google and I found out that Coca-Cola stays in your system for like 3 days. Okay, so this must be the 3rd day. He said, I don't know. It's like that sometimes. It is not. Okay, it is not. Now, because she wants him so badly, she says, so where do you go when you go to the stores and you ride around? He said, who, me? Nah, the cameraman. Yes, you. What do you mean, who, me? She's only talking to you. You're the only other person in the room. This man just says any old thing. When she asked him, where do you go when you go to the stores? He said, sometimes I go to the store and I wash my car. What? Joey, I'm not finna play with you. Joey, what are you talking about? How are you washing your car at the store? Do you mean those drive-through gas station car washes? Because I know you ain't going to the store and washing your car. That would have sent me over the edge. I hate when people play in my face and continue and say little things that don't make sense. And Joey would have made me so mad. So then he says, I don't do anything crazy. Joey, washing your car at the Dollar General is a little crazy. Because y'all know ain't nothing in that town but a Walmart, a Dollar General, and a Family Dollar. And don't forget the Dollar Tree. Honey, anything with a dollar in it gonna be in a small town. They're talking about him telling the truth. And Kim is like, I really need you to tell the truth. I've gone through this before. Kim, you're desperate. Y'all can move on. Justine and Michael. So Justine calls her mom to tell her to come. She needs her to come immediately. She's afraid to call her, and Michael was getting on my nerves too. Talking about, call now. It needs to be done. Let this go. You need to come on to call her now. I'm like, be quiet. Okay, be quiet. You are always talking and pushing her to the forefront, and she has to be the one to do it while you just sit idly by. Just be quiet. So she calls her, and she's talking all dry. I'm like, Justine, act like it's a sense of urgency. And she tells her, it's an emergency. Can you fly out tonight? So her mom wants to know, as anybody would, what is the emergency? Listen, yes, the mom could have had a sense of urgency, but Justine, you could have worded it differently. Can you come out here tonight? It's an emergency. Girl, just tell her what it is, Mom. I'm going to have the baby sooner than I expected. And this could be life-changing. Now, I know I made the wrong choice by getting pregnant back to back, but I really need you right now. And I need you to come now. Not, hey, I got an emergency. Some things are going on with me, so I need you to come. Can you? Like, no, girl, you're too old for that. Act like you got some sense. Now, hearing about your past pregnancies, it's very sad, and it's wrong for her to make you walk to the hospital. Now, that's just cruel. But the way that you worded this emergency, I would want to know what the emergency is as well, because you and Michael always are into something. So then the doctor comes in and tells them that the C-section is scheduled for Monday, and these two fools are worried about a birthday party. Girl, that sweet baby won't even remember this. I get it. You want her to have a cake. You want her to know she's won. It's a great milestone. I get it. But girl, if you don't stop by the Publix on the way home and pick up a cake and call it a day and turn on Miss Rachel when you get to the house, girl, goodbye and good night. Moving forward, Kim and Joey. So baby, we see her crying. She tells us that Joey is away for 90 days. Now, according to her, he bought a Delta 8 vape, which shows up as THC, and he failed his test 3 times. Now, one would think after the first time, he would have learned that this shows up as THC. So that tells me that he was trying to go on vacation. That tells me that he don't give a damn about you or those kids. That's what it tells me. And why are you crying? Talking about, I don't love him any less. I really don't. And now I'm a single mom doing everything by myself. Girl, you were doing that before the 90 days. You've been a single mom. Joey ain't done nothing but ride around in that car. Okay, you found the house. You borrowed the money from your daddy, moved, and you're paying for everything. Wake up, little desperado. You are doing everything by yourself anyway. Joey was your 3rd son. Do you need a DNA test? Girl, goodbye. So then her cousin Tatum comes over, honey, because she can't wait to gloat, child. Tatum comes over and she asks where Joey is. So then Kim told her he's in rehab because of the vape. Now, me personally, I would not let Joey move into my brand new home. He would have to go live with his mama. But that's just me. Okay, I'm just saying. So as they're talking, this lady gonna say, the kids were starting to call him daddy before they left. And, the kids are acting out now. They're more emotional. Girl, them kids don't care nothing about that. Girl, ugh. Kim, it's just gross, girl. That man was never even at home enough for those kids to be acting out because he's gone. It's the same exact thing. So she has the DNA test, right? But she left it in the drawer because she's afraid to open it. Kim, girl, you don't need to unpack another box until you find out the results of this test, because you may be paying back that ex, Zariah and Troy. So she comes out talking about, I'm not going to let you go by yourself, to go see your baby mom, because if you mess this up, you won't be able to see your daughter. Girl, please. You might be fooling Troy, but you're not fooling me. Every time he even mentions that little girl, you roll your eyes and stomp your feet. But Yona is one black girl you sure can't beat. Because, baby, the way that you were on Hush, baby, the way that you were on Hush Mouth when you saw Yona. Anywho, she's trying to fake it like she wants him to really see his daughter. You are not going because you want things to go smoothly. You're going because you're afraid that he might try something with Yona. Be very for real. Okay? You're trying to monitor him. He's still on probation and you're the officer. You don't care nothing about him seeing his daughter. So now they both just standing around here in these little silly bucket hats. And she's talking about, well, the good thing is that we got 50 people to sign up for Project Heal at the community day. Girl, y'all need to change the name of that. Unless you're talking about walking up a hill, because your husband love to walk. Unless it's that type of hill. I've had hills to climb. Unless it's that hill, I don't want to hear nothing else, because HEAL, baby, y'all ain't healing nothing. And when I say nothing, I do mean nothing. Moving forward. So Troy is still in the confessional, making excuses. I'm like, this is just pathetic. Troy, it is all Zariah's fault. Nothing more, nothing less. So they're trying to make it like Yona is the problem. So they get in the car and Zit is still caking on that makeup. Ma'am, let the skin breathe. He's talking about, I'm just nervous, to deal with my annoying baby mama. So she's sitting there looking crazy, talking about, if that's how you're going into it, you're going into it wrong. Zigzag, please. Okay? sitting up here lying, talking about, well, I want things to go smoothly so y'all can co-parent because Troy deserves to have a peaceful father-daughter relationship. Well, if that's the case, then you should have let him go and get his daughter. You saying all that now, and I don't believe a word that's coming out of your rabbit mouth. You don't believe any of that. And the only reason why you're saying it is because this camera is in your face. And you know that Yona is not letting that little girl come back. It's easy to say it now, but when the little girl was at the train station, you're not going anywhere. Today is community day. But now you want them to have a peaceful father-daughter relationship? Troy, I know you're blinded by whatever, but as long as you're with this woman, you and baby Troy will always have a wedge in between you called ZZ Top. So they get to the park and Yona rolls up. He hollering, where my daughter at? Yona said, yeah, she's not here. That's for sure, because she's going to need a proper apology. He said, well, I'll give her a proper apology. Where's she at? She don't even want to speak to Zariah. And I don't blame her. She said, I don't want to speak to her. I need to speak to you. And like she said, the two of us need to be speaking, and it should not involve Zariah. She told him, listen, I don't want to talk in front of her. She's a stranger. I said, baby, not stranger danger. Baby, not stranger danger. She told him, she said, look, I don't want to talk in front of her because me and you, we need to establish something first before we bring in outside people. And now here go Troy trying to show out, talking about, well, go get in your car and leave then. It's amazing to me that the woman who dogs you out, you run up behind, not run up behind, you walk up behind her, but you're talking crazy to Yona for what? Trying to prove something? Okay. So baby, now they're going back and forth and back. She told him that she doesn't feel safe with baby Troy coming to Syracuse, and I'm with Yona all the way 100%. I would never let my baby around Zariah. I have seen few people on TV that give me cause for pause around a child like she does. The mere energy that she exudes every time he speaks about his daughter, the way she pokes that bottom lip out and get the caking on that makeup. The more makeup she puts on, the more evil she turns into that stepmother. I don't trust nothing about her, and I do not blame Yona at all. So he starts walking to the car, talking about, where my daughter at? She in the car? Troy, now you know full well that she would not leave that baby in the car. You think you slick. You trying to get her to the car so you can talk to her by herself. But see, you don't want to say that in front of Zariah, so you're pretending like you're walking to the car. So then Yona turns to Zariah and she says, this is where you step in and tell your husband that he needs to chill. She's talking about, he's a grown man. He's a grown man. Zariah, you know what? You were awfully quiet. You know who to play with. Baby, you know who to play with. I was so happy when Yona told Dragon Ball Z, y'all both dumb. You about as dumb as him. I said, I know that's right, child. I stand with Yona, honey, because I feel like she was being very level-headed. She came. That's more than I would have done, because I wouldn't have even shown up. You leave my baby outside for 2 hours in the heat, you're blocked. There's really nothing else for me to say to you, because obviously you don't care about her. So why should I care about you? That's just how this goes. So she better than me. Actually more mature than I am, because I wouldn't have shown up, but that's just me. Teeny and Rob. So his brother is there as a mediator. Hi, sir. Nice to meet you. Teeny done took a full-on break, honey, because she needs to watch these cameras. So his mama is trying to find out why he's distancing himself from the family. Now, Teeny is pissed that Rob didn't tell her that his mom was coming. She don't like that. I mean, he's allowed to speak to his family. He doesn't need your permission to speak to his mom. Now, bringing her around my kids and she don't like me, that's a no. Okay, you need to meet her somewhere else. Don't bring her around my babies because she don't like me. And that's just that on that. So his mom brings up the fight, saying that it's not her fault and that's not her character anymore. So Rob said, well, how did it happen, mama? Huh? She said, Teeny put her hands on me. He said, she didn't do that. She wouldn't touch you. She wouldn't dare. She dare and she did. Rob, now I know everything happened so fast, but Teeny definitely mushed your mom in her face first. Then she says, no, she hit me. He says, why did she hit you, mama? Why? Because you hit her. His mama is a piece of work. That is true. But Rob, you wrong right here. And you saying that to her, if I were her, that would piss me off too. So then he says, she didn't touch your mouth. Why don't she tell you the truth? Talking to his brother. Tell mom to tell you the truth about the situation. Teeny didn't touch her mouth. Teeny knows better. Well, Rob, according to the footage, Teeny don't know better. According to that footage, Titi don't know no better. And I'm wondering how he feels now knowing that he was wrong. After about the third time that he said that, his mama lost it. Okay, she went off. Now, I can understand the frustration of being called a liar, but mama, at our big grown age, we got to learn to regulate our emotions. We got to learn to. We just got to. So now she's screaming, banging the table, plastic forks and spoons are flying. She's upset. And see, this is the thing I'm talking about being around the children. She says, well, Teeny disrespected me. Meanwhile, Teeny's back at the office talking about, why does she keep saying that? I didn't disrespect her. Girl, she keeps saying it because you did. Now, don't get me wrong. She did antagonize Teeny first, but you should have ignored her jealous self. But you are not innocent in this. You are not the victim. So mama is throwing a full-on tantrum at this house. And I feel like he probably should have met her in a public place. His brother's sitting up there talking about, I'm the mediator. Sir, you're sitting here now, but where were you at the welcome home party? All of y'all got something to you. Something wrong with all of y'all. And Teeny, please stop playing victim, because that you are not. And that was the end of the episode. So next week is the season finale. We are going to wrap this thing up. Now, I don't know if I will be reviewing the new season of Love After Lockup. I'm going to have to watch it because the seasons go on for so long. I will see if I'm going to review that season or not. And if the cast of characters brings something interesting, we shall see. Y'all comment down below. Tell me exactly what you think about all of this. I think Zariah is a bold-faced lie. I think that Kim is desperate. And girl, you're going to stay with him regardless. So you can just get off my screen. Justine, please take heed to what is happening to you right now and make better decisions in the future. Melissa, girl, drop Velma. And she's a full-on hater. And you're about to lose the best thing that ever happened to you, running up behind that hater. Okay? You really need to stop listening to other people. Bianca and Daniel, I'm just so happy that y'all can go away here soon. And that's just that on that. Y'all comment down below and I'm going to comment back. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.